Now let's start the news with a commemoration of the death of Major Maxwell Mahama. 7 key suspects wanted for their roles in the murder of the late Army Captain, now Major Maxwell Adam Mahama, at Dentrabasi in the Central Region, remain fugitive a year after the incident. They were part of the mob that attacked the officer who headed a military detachment at Diaso. Now, the revelation comes as Ghanaians joined the bereaved family to mark 1 year of murder of the late Army officer. Diaso District Police Commander ASP Ose Adu Ejimang is convinced residents know the whereabouts of the alleged culprits but are reluctant to make information available. Ohimingtira visited Dentrabasi and has filed this report.
Captain Maxwell Adam Mahama, promoted to the rank of Major posthumously, was lynched by a mob which mistook him for an armed robber. He was on a routine morning workout at Dentrabasi when the unforeseen happened. Some women who were selling along the Diaso-Dentrabasi road raised what later turned out to be a false alarm on seeing a sidearm on the soldier. 14 out of close to 50 persons arrested over the murder are currently standing trial. Police say 7 key suspects, 6 males and a female, are being sought for in connection with the murder. Yao Amankwa, Tikwa, Yao Bodu, Madame Dedeko, Eric Asante, also known as Yao Agadi, Kofi Ahinkra, and Nana Kojo, also known as Naijo, are on the wanted list.
There are about 6 wanted criminals that we are still looking for. We haven't got information about where they are now, but we are praying that maybe one day some better information can come out that can lead us to the arrest. You are aware also that the case is being tried at the court. So the prosecution is still lying on the police that if we are able to get the remaining 6, for them also to be charged and tried together. There's one of the man we are told his gun was used. There's another one, if you look at the clip, he was using a stone to hit the man. Various roles. Now these are the people that we are looking for.
ASP Edwajimai wants residents to assist police by volunteering information for the arrest of the fugitives to face justice.
You see, these criminals, excuse me to say, they don't live in the bush. We live with them. But like I told the Ghanaian father, if I report this man to the police, for them, they believe they have betrayed that person. As we sit now, I strongly believe that people know where these people are. But to come to the police, the Ghanaian fiber. Some time ago, people were afraid, and then there was the rumor that you give police information, and then before you realize, they have betrayed you somewhere that, oh, it was this person who did. But that thing does no more exist. So we are just urging the public that please come, give us the information. We shall try as much as possible to keep your identity. The case is still on. There are others who are still seriously wanted. People know where they are. The police is pleading that please give us information, and we assure you that we are going to keep your identity so that they can also not run away from justice.
Now to the Upper West region, and a 34-year-old former head teacher of the Pieng Basic School and the Sicily East Municipality and the Upper West region has been sentenced to 10 years imprisonment for defiling a 10-year-old girl of the same school. Now the head teacher is said to have given the victim 20 Ghana cedis with a warning to keep quiet about the defilement which happened in March last year. JoyNews' Upper West correspondent Rafiq Salam sat through the court proceedings and reports from WOW.
Unlike the previous proceedings, which were done in camera, Monday's sentencing was done in open court. The accused, 34-year-old Weyoga Mumuni, appeared at the court in his usual faded black suit over yellow t-shirt. Throughout the reading of the sentence by Justice Bafosana Japong, the accused wore a frown, occasionally licking his lips while clutching both hands to the dog. Though the victim was warned by Weyogo Mumuni, then a head teacher, not to tell anyone about the defilement, she reported it to one of the female teachers, who then took the case to the police, who caused his arrest. In evaluating the case, the presiding judge, Justice Bafosana Japon, found the accused guilty of the charge of defilement. The 10-year sentence handed the former teacher is with hard labor. Weyogo Mumuni, before leaving the dog, thanked the judge for the sentence but insisted that he never committed a crime. Reporting for JoyNews, Rafik Salam.
Now, back here in Accra, government says it cannot immediately give in to demands of the Ghana Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists, as it needs time to deliberate and come up with an amicable solution. Now, the medical laboratory scientists Monday morning began a withdrawal of services at various health facilities across the country to protest salary discrepancies, which they say have existed for about 6 years. Now, JoyNews visits to some facilities reveal how patients were stranded waiting hours to be attended to. But speaking to JoyNews, Public Relations Officer of the Health Ministry, Robert Kujo, pleaded with the association to rescind its decision as the ministry worked to resolve the issues. Nancy Mfredorosi has the rest of the story.
They are telling me they are on strike after asking me to come today. So do they want us to die?
That was how frustrated patients who visited the central laboratory at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital felt after they were refused health care by laboratory scientists. The patients, mostly pregnant women, due for delivery, will have to wait until the laboratory scientists change their minds about the withdrawal of service.
From last week, and I came to the maternity and they asked me to come for the lab and scan. When I came here Thursday, they asked me to come Thursday, Monday. When I came, they said they don't work. So I don't know how to do because it's my time.
So basically, I'm seeing that you are due.
Yes, even I can't even do anything because when even it's not easy for me from house to here.
I was asked to come on Friday, but it was a holiday. I'm here today and they are saying they are on strike. So even emergency services are not being attended to. Are they waiting for all of us to die? We are pleading with the government to listen to the lab technicians so that they pay attention to us. It's really painful to be denied treatment when you have the means to pay.
Tia pabain chow on bomb near Swimming Messiah.
I send me one doctor. Metamo Swasso. Within this week, I say, many lab, and for Dr.
I've been asked to see a doctor. I'm due to deliver within this week, and the technicians are on strike. If I'm not attended to, the midwives will not help me deliver without a report. I'm really suffering.
Oh, my bread pint to umbrella and no point.
Greater Accra Regional Secretary of the Association, Solomon Kwashi, says the industrial action is the only option to get government to act.
It is sad. My personal ethics, this is not something I will go for. But it comes to a time that you have to solidarize. It comes to a time that you have to firm and demand for what you want. We have sent the signal. We sent the first signal in January. We thought that they will respond to us. We postponed the action. We are in May, right? May is ending. You can see that there's no commitment.
Meanwhile, Public Relations Officer of the Health Ministry is pleading with the association to rescind its decision as they are unable to immediately resolve their challenges.
For the sake of this nation called Ghana, and for the lives of the innocent patients who, without a fault of theirs, will find themselves in this situation. We're pleading with them to at least put an end to their strike. If they can go to work tomorrow, we'll be very happy. Because the minister is ready to engage them further. Now probably bringing all the three interested groups together at a roundtable discussion and then bring finality to this.
The Ghana Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists still maintains it will continue its action unabated until government acts on their request. Nancy Emefa Chedosi, Joy News.
And before we go, it's promising to be another exciting season. That is the 2018 National Science and Maths Quiz. Beginning next week, participating schools across the country will arrive in Accra for the contest. And your favorite station, JoyNews, will bring you exclusive coverage of the annual event. This week, we begin with the regional contests. First, with the Greater Accra region, where 30 schools battled out for the slot to the national level. JoyNews' charity Bottles was at the Accra event and has filed this report.
Maths and science is a basic requirement for admission into any tertiary institution. But these are not easy subjects to pass at all. At least, that's what many students say. But this annual quiz has helped a lot to improve performance in the subjects.
The lumen of cells. The arteries have a large lumen than the capillaries. The capillaries have it's as simple as that. What is the half-life of a radionuclide whose activity decreases by a factor of 1/8 in 27D? 9D. That's correct.
Many secondary schools in the country have taken advantage of the immense benefit of the quiz to train students who eventually represent their schools for the competition. In all, 32 schools competed instead of the initial 33 in the Greater Accra region. So the die was cast for the contest to begin. Be prepared to be wowed by the talent and skills of contestants as they show speed in calculation, accurate delivery and strict focus as they tackle questions. Last year's competition was great. It rekindled the healthy academic rivalry between many of the schools. The 2018 season is expected to be another crunch battle of minds. Watch out, Charity Emihil Battels for Joy News.
That's it for the AM News. Roland, what's happening on the show later on in the show?
Well, later on the show, we'll tell you the story of the Ashanti region. And so make sure that you stay tuned. Put your channel right here on Joy News. And also we'll be... that'll be it for the news as far as we're concerned. But today we know marks 1 year since the late Major Mahama was lynched and subsequently murdered at Dencho-Boase. And we're marking 1 year of his passing, but also looking at how the journey has been, not only for the family but also for as far as the case is concerned, to get the perpetrators of that crime to book. And we'll be speaking a lot more from the grounds of Dencho-Boase this morning.
All right. Remember, stay interactive with us on Facebook and Twitter. We are Joy News on TV, and on YouTube we're my Joy Online TV. Stay tuned.
Well, we'll have to take a break. We'll be right back.